Welcome back to the channel, guys. Back with another video on a brand new V4S 2022, the new updated version. Never ridden one of those. I've ridden all the other V4s, the 11, the 1299s, but I've never ridden one of the new ones, and I've been delaying it because when he got this bike, it was bone stock. I didn't want to ride it bone stock. Currently, it has some nice parts. It has like windscreen, the Rizoma stealth mirrors, a quick gas cap release, you know, little pretty parts, but most importantly, it has brand tuning done to it and an air filter. Besides that, no exhaust, bone stock. He did get an exhaust, but still don't have it. Maybe if you guys like this video, I will do another review with the exhaust that he's getting, because it's a little bit of a different exhaust. It's an exhaust that you don't see often, so might do that if you guys want and like this video. But bike looks great. I really like the new design they did, especially with the vents and the tank, but I'm not a big fan of the little wings, although I do really like him when you get the Rizoma stealths. If you have a newer gen V4, V4S, whatever it is, V4SP even, definitely recommend getting the Rizoma stealth, because they're small, so they kind of go together, you know what I mean? They kind of match. Unlike the older gens, they have a bigger wing, so when you put the little like winglets, Rizoma mirrors on top, they kind of don't go. But this, just like that, it goes so well. It totally like completed it, in my opinion. But the stock mirrors with that did not look good at all. So now it looks way better, and we're about to do a review. Another thing I'm not really too big of a fan of is the half like red seat. It comes on the S because, you know, it's a different kind of like material. It's more grippy, but I'm not a fan of like just kind of like half S, but that's an easy like cover and that's it. So nothing major, but I really like those lower vents. And if you guys don't know, I do want to get that new updated belly pan. Come on, airplane. I'm filming a video over here. I do want to get that belly pan in carbon on my V4R, but no company makes it yet, so still waiting on that to come out. And if you are a carbon fiber company, let me know. Hit me up on Instagram or something. My Instagram is the same name as my YouTube channel. So all right, ready to go? Let's get this started. This bike has different gearing. It's supposed to feel smoother, better than the old gens. The dash is supposedly different too. It is bone stock, so it's very quiet, but it's all good. All right, I don't want to really completely change his settings, so no, I don't want to reset nothing. How do I do this? Do I hold the mode? All right, let's do race A. Whoa, now that's the screen that I want to see that I don't have. Ducati traction control. Let's do 2. Wheelie control, keep it on 1. It's not my bike, so I don't want to be too, you know, I don't even know what DSC is. Slide control, I'm assuming. Let's keep it on 1. Engine braking is at 1 too. You know, minimal. You know what, even the traction control, keep it on 1, because I want to like review this bike and get a like true feel to it. So yeah, we'll see how it's gonna be. Where'd he go? Oh. All right, so I'm not gonna completely it's regular shift, not GP shift. Did you guys hear this? Hold on a sec, I gotta do it again. 2 cylinders. When I put it in gear, it activates the other 2, and that's for like heat. It's so the bike doesn't get too hot when you're just stopped. So when I click it into gear, it's gonna activate all 4 cylinders, and it's gonna sound so much louder. Hear this? That's sick, in my opinion. All right. Bike already feels, I mean, it's a Ducati. They're like heavy, but when you ride them, they feel so light and flickable. Oh, the throttle is very touchy. Definitely more sensitive than my V4. Oh my god, yeah. The regular shifting, I gotta get used to it. So I'm actually riding his bike to the Ducati dealership because he's installing radiator guards and switching to GP shift. So you gotta drop off the bike there, so instead of him riding it, I'm just gonna ride his bike for him. Oh, I clicked it into second gear, but it's all good, we can still make it. Oh, this bike is torquey. All right, let me warm up the tires first. Let me go back to first, get a little feel for it before I hit on it a little bit. electronic suspension, so this thing is actually like way smoother. I went over the bump over there and I'm used to like standing up because my bikes are a little more rough, but this is really smooth because of the electronic suspension. I know like a leader bike, a daily leader bike is not like really a thing, but I always say if you wanted to have a daily leader bike, the V4S, SP, any of these like bikes that come with electronic suspension are so much nicer, just because like, I mean, look at me going over these bumps. On my bike, that would be like a mission. Alright, I'm not gonna try to keep up on a GT3 RS on a bike without any warm tires. He's gone. Alright, we'll catch up. Alright, this bike is really torquey. I'm liking it so far. But yeah, this bike feels really nimble. Obviously I haven't got a chance to like check out the new gearing on this bike, because I believe they made the first couple of gears longer, which is like better for the track, and made third, then the other gears like shorter or something like that. But they changed the gearing, and I don't know if I'll be able to notice like the difference completely. But this bike definitely, I mean, it is the 1100 cc's, which is a different engine than the V4R. So the V4S, V4SP, pretty much every V4 besides the V4R has the 1100 cc engine, which has way more torque than my V4R. This bike is so nice. That's like really flickable. I wonder what his tire pressure is at. I should have checked or asked him. It feels higher just by the feel of the bike. I don't want to mess with his mirrors too. I can barely see from him because it's a different angle. Ah, he's kicking rocks at me. He can't get away from this bike, ain't no way. On the turns, most likely. Yeah, it's really bumpy here, but the electronic suspension, like, it feels amazing on this bike. Really smooth. I remember going through these roads on my like stock bikes, and oh my, like, I mean, not stock bikes, but bikes without electronic suspension, like the R and the RS V4, and oh my god, it's so bumpy. This bike is really fast. Like, I didn't even think it would be this fast. Very torquey. Like, it came up way faster than I expected. Oh yeah, those gears are definitely long, and they feel really good. Yeah, like I was talking about, like the tire pressure and all that, because I run like lower tire pressure just in case like I want to hit turns. I like that like kind of more grippy feel, but then it makes the bike almost like heavier to throw around, you know what I mean? But this bike just feels so nimble, because I doubt like they change anything, but I do feel like the difference in tank with all that stuff. But yeah, this bike feels amazing. By the way, this is also his car, obviously. This is his bike. Check out his channel. I'm gonna link his socials, his YouTube channel, and his Instagram in the description. I think I said in the description because I was distracted. He was downshifting and he was gonna do a pull, but I'm gonna leave him in the screen, probably over there, back there, for you guys. So yeah, check out his YouTube, check out his Instagram. I was just telling him that I'm a dip because I don't want to be like waiting in here in traffic. Yeah, the torque on this bike feels amazing. I was debating that, you know, in the future I might want to get me another V4R, but this like definitely makes me want a V4 SP in the future, because like that 1100cc engine is just really nice with the torque. Like the bike feels smoother just because it feels more tame, you know. There's no drag clutch, which sounds amazing, but like sometimes it's like a little bit too much, you know. It's almost as loud as my really loud exhaust. Also, like the electronic suspension, the extra torque. This is a way better street bike. Like this definitely, unless they come out like the new V4R that they come out with is like something that is insane that I can't resist, then I'm most likely looking at a V4 SP if I'm getting me another Ducati in the future. But this bike definitely feels great. Obviously I haven't pushed anything of its potential, but I've ridden so many bikes, so I can kind of like get a feel for them like right away, just from like based on like the throttle response, the power. And obviously this is tuned by Brent Tuning, and if you guys want to tune your bikes, check out the links. Over revved out a little bit, just a little bit. Yeah, check out the description down below and use my code I'mK and you'll get a discount if you want to tune your bikes. My V4R, my Aprilia RS V4, are my M1000, all tuned by Brent Tuning. This bike is too, and this bike feels amazing right now. And I'm going to tune my R1M, retune it, switch the tune to Brent Tuning, just because of how nice like that tune feels on all my bikes. It's really easy to kick into neutral too. I don't know if like they changed that or something, but I mean it does have the stock rear sets and all that stuff, but still it's like super easy to kick into neutral, which is nice to have. And yeah, if you guys just like this video, if it gets over like, I don't know, like let's say 5 to 10,000 likes, I will be doing another review with the exhaust on this bike. You know what? He's far back. Let's take it for a slightly longer ride. Feel those wings and higher speeds. I mean the whole bike gets heavier, but definitely feel like the bike being way more stable in those like higher speeds. It feels really good. I'm still like confused because of the whole GP shift thing. But I just wanted to, it was an empty road, so I just wanted to give her a little more juice, you know, see what it's all about. Obviously it's, again, it's not my bike. When it's not my bike, I don't want to like abuse it and like do it really high speeds and stuff like that. Just a few pulls and like lower gears, little just little baby wheelies here and there. But yeah, bike feels amazing, honestly. Now I'm thinking I want to ride, I forgot how like the 21s, the gen right before this one, because this is the 22. I forgot how the 21s ride. I think those are a little bit more aggressive. I definitely feel how like this one is smoother of a bike to ride. The first gen V4R or V4 in general was like very rough. Then they upgraded it to the 2020s with a new, bigger, wider body, and those became a little bit better, but still like pretty rough and squirrely. This one definitely feels way more tame, which is nice, because like if you want a street bike that can go fast and at the same time has character, but at the same time like also is smooth, that's always like good to have. They also changed all of these reservoirs. They made them like the nice kind of like Brembo ones, the clear ones, instead of like the ugly white ones, the plasticky stuff. So yeah, definitely a lot of like new upgrades that I can definitely appreciate. And this new dash is really cool. I don't have that on mine because my V4R is a 2019 model, and 2019, 2020, 2021 are all the same. Well, 2019 actually is different, but because mine is an R, that's why it's different than the regular V4s, if that makes sense, because the V4Rs only were made in 2019 and 2020. And then the 2018 and 2019 V4 and V4Ss were the old skinny body, and then the 2020 2021 they upgraded to the V4R body, which is the wider one with the fins and wings. And now the 22 with the extra, you know, that little tank design that is supposed to be more grippy, as well as the vents in the bottom and like all the electronic upgrades. And this bike is definitely still getting really hot. I think an exhaust will help it out, you know, get better airflow, no cats and none of that stuff. I like the sound of it with all the 4 exhausts, with the stock exhaust, because it kind of like bounces off the floor. Sounds pretty cool. Yeah, the power delivery is like really fast, but it's like also really smooth at the same time. But yeah, I will do like a longer kind of like review, maybe through like some more turns and stuff like that, not just like from one freeway to a couple like lights. When this bike gets the exhaust and like is fully set up. This is just kind of like a quick review of my first thoughts about the newer gens, and to be honest, I really like them. Like, I'm very picky with my bikes and with the way they ride, and this is nice. I would say it's resembling a little bit the BMW, because the BMW is like very tame, and I get that's what they're going with this and making it more street friendly, which they did really well. But you know, like part of the Ducati excitement is that it's a little like more raw and aggressive, and even though like as you guys see, everything is like set on level 1, which is still not off, but you know, this is like minimal electronics over there just to kind of get a feel more for it. It still like feels like a very nice, like tame, stable bike. Obviously more torquey than I expected, because the 1100cc engine just makes more torque, and this bike does make more horsepower than the old gens. I believe this one makes 215.5 horsepower, which is insane. Obviously with the tune and the air filter, this bike is probably at like 200, I want to say 25 horsepower, if not more. So it's a very fast bike, as you guys saw from like literally a couple gear pulls that weren't even full throttle. So definitely still gets really hot, even though it has the extra vents, which supposedly were done to reduce the heat. It still gets really hot. Bro, this bike wheelies really high.
Bro, the first one kind of scared you, didn't it?
I didn't expect it to come up like that fast because of the extra torque.
I was like, bro.
Yeah, because the extra torque.
The second one was like easy.
Yeah, smooth. Well, I just had to get like a little feel for the power.
Was it first gear?
Huh? The first one was first gear. The second one was second gear.
Yeah.
No, actually, I think the second one was first. I don't know. I forgot.
You'll have to see.
Yeah, but definitely like the second one, I kind of got a feel for the power, so it was a little bit smoother.
How does
But
it feel compared to the V4S?
bruh, this feels like I was telling them that like my next Ducati has to be like an SP, or one that has the 1100cc engine and electronic suspension.
Yeah.
Bro, all the bumps that we usually go on, you're chilling.
Yeah, you're just chilling.
You're chilling. I'm like usually like all over, you know, like riding a horse. This is so nice for the street, so it's like doesn't make sense. As I said, unless the new V4R that they come out with is like absolutely insane and I can't resist it, I'm definitely like the next Ducati for me would be like either an SP1 or an SP2.
Second, third, like
I did, yeah, second, third, not too much on third. I didn't want to like beat on it too much, you know. We'll do like a proper review when it gets the exhaust and all that, so I can do a full review. But the bike feels really good. It's way smoother than the old gens. I really like the electronics. By the way, when you ride it, I put everything on like a really low setting, so just go back to like, I went on race A and changed everything.
oh, shit.
So just go back to your like other settings.
Mine is preset as street.
Yeah, I didn't want to change yours, so I went to the race A and changed all that. But yeah, bike feels really good, honestly. Like it rides really nice. So it was fun riding this, and we will ride it again when he puts the exhaust, and I'll do a review probably on the exhaust and on a full review on like the whole bike, take on a longer ride or something like that. Maybe he rides one of my bikes and we kind of switch and stuff like that. But yeah, amazing bike if you're in the market of looking to get one of those. In resemblance, it's similar to like, for example, the S1000RR, like M package even, I would say, because of how flickable it is. It almost feels like it has carbon wheels, but it doesn't. It has more power than the BMWs, but obviously the BMW is a little bit more tame. This has more character, you know, so just as resemblance for you guys. But yeah, the Ducati definitely did well with the electronics and just in general how the bike feels. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please drop a like and subscribe to the channel, and also like if you want me to ride this thing again. I probably will regardless, but make sure to drop a like. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out and ride safe.